So, the other day I was watching an episode of The Big Bang Theory. In that episode, Sheldon mentioned the street name used the most in the US is Second Street, and he also explained why this is the case, as you would probably expect First Street would be more used than a later number like 2, 3, and so on. She explained that First Street often changed its name as time went on. First Street turned into names like Main Street and other street names like this, while Second Street often just remained Second Street. So I decided to see if that was true or not. And it turns out he is correct about the fact Second Street is more often used than First Street. In fact, even 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th Street is also used more often. Still, it appears Second Street is not the most used street name in the US. The street name that is used the most in the US is actually Main Street. At least I thought so. I continued my research and found out some other sources stated that Second Street is indeed the most common street name in the US, and Main Street would only make it to 7th place. So why are there these differences in the data? The first reason would probably be the reason streets can change their name, as for example a formerly First Street could turn into a Main Street. Also, new streets could just be built or named and the source just state data from the different times. That might not be the only reason. It also happens some streets stop and then nearly randomly continue somewhere else. For some, these streets might just be interrupted and then continue at another point, and are therefore still the same street, and raise the count of this street in the statistic by 1. For others, these might be two different streets, and therefore count as two different streets with the same name into the statistics. Still, a few things can be said for sure, as these things match in the different statistics I saw. First, Second Street is in fact used more often than First Street. Which other numbered street names are more frequent than First Street is unclear. The next fact is that street names referring to nature are used extremely often. The names Park, Oak, Pine or Maple Street are not really rare. The last thing matching in the different statistic I saw was the name Washington is the most used street name which refers to a person. In this case, the very first president of the United States. I hope you enjoyed the video and have a fabulous day.